Book of Heaven. Volume 9. 14 July to 2 August 1909. Page 7–11. July 14, 1909. God alone can infuse peace in the soul. I have gone through a most bitter time because of the privation of blessed Jesus. At most, he would make himself seem like shadow and lightning, and sometimes even the lightnings seemed to be running away. My mind was troubled by this thought: how cruelly he left me. Jesus is so good. Ah! Maybe it wasn't him who used to come. His goodness would not have done this to me. Who knows whether it was the devil or my fantasy, or dreams? But my inmost soul did not want to hear this. It wanted to remain at peace, and seemed to be annoyed by everything. It would penetrate more and more into the will of God. It would hide in it, falling into a profound sleep in his holy will, and there is no way for it to wake up. It seems that good Jesus encloses it so much in his will, that he does not allow one to find even the door in order to knock and let it hear that Jesus has left it, and so it sleeps and remains at peace. Receiving no answer, the mind says to itself, "Am I the only who should take the bile? I too want to become calm and do the will of God. Whatever comes, let it come, as long as I do his holy will." This is my present state. Now, this morning, as I was thinking of what I said above, good Jesus told me, "My daughter, if these were fantasies, dreams, demons, they would not have so much strength as to make you possess the halo of peace, and not for one day, but for as many as 25 years. No one could have made that aura of sweet peace breeze inside and outside of you, only the one who is all peace. And if a breath of disturbance could surprise him, he would cease to be God, his majesty would be obfuscated, his greatness shrunk, his power weakened. In sum, the whole of the divine being would receive a shake. The one who possesses you, and whom you possess, is over you. He watches over you continuously for any breath of disturbance. Remember that in all of my comings I have always corrected you if there was a breath of disturbance in you, and nothing would displease me more than not seeing you in perfect peace, and only then would I disappear from you, when I would see you all peaceful again. Fantasy, dreams, and much less the devil, do not have this virtue, and even less can they give it to others. Therefore, calm yourself and do not be ungrateful to me. July 24, 1909. Everything the soul does out of love for God enters into him and is transformed into his own works. I was thinking of the misery of my present state, and I said to myself, how everything is over for me. How good Jesus has forgotten about everything. He no longer remembers my hardships, the sufferings I have gone through for love of him during many years of bed. And so my mind kept going back to some specialties of suffering, and the gravest ones, which I have gone through. At that moment, blessed Jesus told me, "My daughter, everything that is done for love of me enters into me and is transformed into my own works, and since my works are for the good of all, that is, for the pilgrim, the purging and the triumphant souls, everything you have done and suffered for me is present in me and does its office for the good of all, just as my works. Would you rather take them back into yourself?" I answered, "May it never be, O Lord." But in spite of this I continued to think about it, being a little distracted from my usual interior work, and good Jesus repeated, "You don't want to stop it? I am going to make you stop it." And he placed himself in my interior, praying in a loud voice and saying all that I was supposed to say. On seeing this, I remained confused and I followed good Jesus. And when he saw that I was no longer paying attention to anything else, then he kept silent, and I remained alone, doing what I am used to doing. July 27, 1909. The soul is the toy of Jesus on earth. As I was in my usual state, I thought to myself, what am I here for? I am no longer good for anything. He does not come, and I have remained like a useless object, because without him I am worth nothing, I suffer nothing. So, why keep me on this earth any longer? And he, just flashing by, told me, "My daughter, I keep you for fun, and toys are not always kept in one's hands. Many times they are not touched even for months and months, but in spite of this, when the owner of that toy wants it, it does not cease to form his amusement. Do you perhaps want me to have not even one toy on earth? Let me amuse myself with you on earth as I please, and in exchange I will let you amuse yourself with me in heaven. July 29, 1909. Peace is divine virtue. Continuing in my usual state, I said to myself, why does the Lord absolutely want that no breath of disturbance enter into me, and that in all things I remain at peace? It seems that nothing pleases him, be they even great works, heroic virtues, atrocious sufferings. It seems that he sniffs in the soul, and with all those things, if she has no peace, he remains nauseated and displeased with the soul. At that moment, he made himself heard, and with dignified and imposing voice, answering my why, he told me, because peace is divine virtue, while the other virtues are human. So, any virtue, if it is not crowned with peace, cannot be called virtue, but vice. This is why I cherish peace so much, because peace is the surest sign that one suffers and works for me, and it is the heritage I give to my children, of the eternal peace they will enjoy with me in heaven. August 2, 1909. The Soul, a toy made of gold and diamonds. I was thinking of what I wrote on the 27th of last month, and I said to myself, I thought I was something in the hands of the Lord, yet, I am nothing but a toy. What a most wretched object I am! Toys can be made of clay, of earth, of paper, of a flabby elastic band, such that it is sufficient that they fall to the ground, or just the slightest inconvenience, for them to break, and no longer being useful for the game, they are thrown away. Oh, my good, how oppressed I feel at the thought that one day or another you may throw me away. And good Jesus made himself heard and told me, my daughter, do not oppress yourself. When toys are made of wretched matter and they break, one throws them away. But if they were made of gold or of diamonds, or of any other precious material, one has them fixed, and they always serve to form the amusement of the one who has the good of possessing them. So you are for me, a toy made of diamonds and of purest gold, because you have my image in you, and because I paid the price of my blood to purchase you, and you are adorned with the likeness of my sufferings. Therefore, you are not a wretched object that I could throw away. Rather, it costs me very much. You can be tranquil, there is no danger I may throw you away.